The Matrix is the world of illusion that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth. Okay? The Matrix feeds on fear. And one of the primary tools that the Matrix uses to actually incite this fear is, no surprise, the mainstream media. Okay? Now, the truth is that nothing can happen to you. Nothing will ever happen to you. And I'm not talking about the you that you think you are, okay? Because who you really are is something beyond thought. Who you really are is something beyond time, something beyond change, all right? It's something that the Matrix does not want you to know. The Matrix doesn't want you to know who you really are, because once you realize who you really are, then you would never be scared. You will never feel fear. You will only act out of love, out of service, out of compassion, okay? Who you really are is pure consciousness, is pure loving awareness that is beyond time, that is beyond space, the unborn, the undying aspect of who you truly are at your core, okay? We are human beings, human on the level of form, on the level of change, on the level of time, right? On the level of conditioning by genetics, by our environment, by the impressions that we picked up since childhood, by social conditioning. But on the level of being, we are something timeless, something beyond thought, something beyond our perception of time, something beyond change, something that is unborn and undying and always will be, okay? Pure consciousness. This is the aspect that is common amongst all of us, and this is when we realize who we really are and get to the core and we really reclaim our power. This is something that the Matrix doesn't want you to know, right? Because the truth is, once you realize who you really are at the core, at the essence, then you have nothing to be scared about, because you realize that we're here right now to experience who we really are. And as time goes by, we are, of course, going to realize the human aspect of us begin to move towards a transition, right? Because we are all going the same way at the end of the day. We are all here for a limited time on this plane of existence, in this dimension, right? We are headed the same way at the end of the day. There's nothing that we can do to survive, right? There is nothing that we can do to get out alive. And when we realize this, then we can let go of this clinging on of trying to survive, which is not going to happen anyway, right? Because when we get trapped in survival, which the purpose of fear is to make us do that, to get trapped in survival so that we're functioning from the lower chakras, is holding on, always looking out for threats in our environment. When we get trapped over there, it's like we're trying to cling on, we're trying to hold on, we're trying to survive. But once we realize that we're not going to survive this experience, we're here for a limited time, this life is a rental, then we can let go of trying to survive and we can tap in to living. That's all we are here to do. We can live from the time that we're born to the time that we die. And we're all going to die. We're all going the same way. But once we realize this, once we keep death top of mind, then we can let go of everything that is unimportant in our lives, right? So at the end of the day, realize that who you are on the level of form is not who you really are, okay? That is who you have been manifested as in this plane of existence. And once you tap into your true essence, then you'll understand that nothing can ever happen to you, because you are always this undying, unborn, pure consciousness that always is, right? Realize your true power, and also realize that this life is something that will not be forever. It's something that is a rental, so make the most of it while you can, okay? That being said, the body is the temple of your soul. It's the seat of your spirit. So of course, practice the habits that allow your body to function with high energy, with high vitality. Make sure your sleep is on point. Make sure that your food is nourishing your body. Make sure that your exercise is further vitalizing your body, right? These are the things that are under our control. And when we focus on things that are outside of our control, like what we can do about controlling this whole pandemic going on, people are losing their shit, people are trying to survive. But once we can accept the fact that there's no getting out alive, once we can accept the fact of who we really are, then there's nothing really left to be scared of. There is only here to live and what we are focused on, okay? Because the truth is that you are here for a reason. What is that reason? Because the Matrix is going to do anything and everything to distract you from your true purpose. Okay, what is it that you're here to do? Because that is the only thing that is important in your life, your true purpose, what your reason is for being here in this dimension. What is your purpose? Because when you get trapped in the distractions that are constantly being fed, whether it's the coronavirus, whether it's something else, right? There's always a distraction. But the more we can get clear on what it is that we're here for, the more we can purify our intention behind what we do, the more we can let go of everything that doesn't serve us, okay? Because the reality is that fear serves no one except the Matrix. The Matrix feeds on fear, and it really distracts you from your own purpose. So the less you are clear on your own purpose, the more susceptible you will be to these temptations and distractions of the Matrix, okay? So remember who you really are as this timeless, changeless aspect of your true self, right? Not your self that was conditioned by society, by genetics, by environment, right? That aspect is always changing. That aspect is who you are on the level of form. But once you can tap into who you truly are as pure consciousness, as pure loving awareness that always is, then you have nothing to be scared about. Nothing can ever happen to you. And this life is here for you to experience who you really are by focusing on your purpose, on the reason that you're here. And the more you can do that, the more you can let go of everything that is not serving you and not important for the fulfillment of your personal power and potential, okay? So I'll leave you with that quick message for you, and I hope that you got value from it. I hope that you begin to get silent and tap into those higher states of consciousness, because as Rumi said, silence is the language of God. Everything else is poor translation. So meditate, tap into yourself, build a better relationship with yourself. Take this as an opportunity to develop that relationship with yourself by spending time with yourself. Don't be distracted by everything else like Netflix, like Facebook, like Instagram, like social media. Really tap into that aspect of your higher self by getting silent and developing that relationship with yourself, okay? So with that, much love to you. Stay safe, stay strong, and I will see you in the next video.